So it's just take a full breath in. So feel your belly kind of expanding in the space. Your back expanding, your sides, chest. Maybe your body lifting. And then exhaling, just feeling everything kind of fall. Again, just nice, slow, just going at your own pace as well. So I go a bit slow, you might want to, instead of like struggling, just go at the pace that's more natural for you. So another inhale. And exhale and release in, fall in. We'll just stay a couple more breaths, just keep gradually maybe melting your chest further down as well. So you can really feel what's going on in your body, notice how you're feeling. And then we'll just slowly lift ourselves up upright and keeping the legs where they are. So let's slide the feet in now a little bit closer, and you might want to lean then onto your left hip, and if you've got a soft block you always pillow, you might want to move it out of the way, and then we'll bring the right knee where the left foot is. So inhale then, sitting nice and tall, don't worry this right hip isn't grounded, so we're going to be leaning over anyway. Exhale, we're going to start to twist to the left. So we're twisting towards this left leg, and you may start feeling a bit of a stretch or pull going on in the sides of your body. You just keep walking around to the right amount that feels good for you. And then you may start to lower yourself down a bit as well, maybe on the elbows, forearms, or even lower in this line on your front. You might need to scoop the left hip underneath you a little bit more to give yourself a little bit of space if you feel quite pinchy in that underneath the left side. Again, just nice and easy, take some deep breaths in and out. Just notice how this posture feels and what's going on in your body here. So how's that right thigh feel, right hip, right side? And then how is the left side feeling? So the left underneath leg, the left side waist. How are your shoulders feeling here? A couple more breaths. Maybe twisting more or kicking the legs back a little bit further. And then we'll just slowly start to press back onto the hands if we've lowered ourselves down. And then just slowly we'll straighten out the right leg to the back leg. And then we'll just start to push back up and swing ourselves back round to centre. From there then, let's cross the left foot over the top of the right. You might want to pick your hips up now and scoop them under the other way. And then we're going to reach into our right hand and just turn to the other direction. So we're hopefully feeling something in this underneath right side now. And you can let your, instead of supporting ourselves through the right arm and lifting out there, you might want to allow the shoulder to come more towards the ear so you can find more curve. And then stretch that underneath right side a little bit more. So instead of what we normally do in planks where we're lifting ourselves out, you might want to let your chest melt or side melt. And then you can bring your left shoulder over, and you can use your left hand into the left knee to help you to turn a bit more, so you can almost push into that knee to twist to the side. And you can play around with what you're doing. You don't have to use the hand on the knee, you might even have a hand on the floor, but that can kind of help you to twist a bit further and feel something in that underneath right side. A couple more breaths then, just keep exploring, leaning more. And then from there we'll just slowly come back up And we're going to cross our legs, so however's comfortable. Or I ended up in an eagle. Or cow face. So just come into a cross leg position. And we're just going to take some circles with your body. So don't worry which cross you're in, we're going to do both. So maybe just take note of what cross you're in. So which leg is underneath. I got my right, my left on top, but don't worry if you're the other way. Just take notes of do both. So just make those circles as big as small circles. If you need to sit on top of a pillow or something to help you to fold. And then just seeing how the sides feeling, how your back feels. You might even want to add on a bit of a back extension as you lift your chest at the top and the arch maybe. And then we just, or even start to turn the head and neck. And then we'll just slow the circles down, ready to circle in the other directions. So let's just turn the other way, whichever way you were going. Again, just be as creative with the circles as you like. Just notice how fluid the circles are. Any areas that are a little bit more clunky. You can add the shoulders in, maybe add a little bit of movement with them. Hands where comfortable really, so you can even circle the arms too. And then we'll come to some stillness, so we just start to slow the circles down. And then we'll just come up, sit upright and just notice how everything's feeling. So let's repeat on the other side. So let's come into your diamond shape that we started. And then we're going to lean onto our right hip this time. So lean onto the right and bring the left knee to where the right foot was. So you're kind of making this ledge shape with the legs. And from there we're going to start to turn over to the right. And you might want to scoop the right hip underneath a little bit. And then start to lean or rest on the forearms or lower the chest down. And just see what you're feeling, that left thigh, left hip, maybe left side. It might just be subtle in one area, so see what you're feeling. And you can always kick the legs more behind you. Scoop the right hip under a bit more and just keep adjusting or just noticing. And just try and relax here as well. So you're kind of really gripping with the legs or tensing it for maybe that left glutes. So you're trying to kick the leg back maybe. Just try and let go there. Nice deep breaths again. See where along the line you're feeling it most. Two more breaths. And then we'll just start to press back up onto our hands. We can start to straighten out the back leg, so the left leg. And then we're going to push ourselves up and bring the right foot over the top of the left leg. And then we're going to circle the other direction. Left hand can come on the floor. We're going to lean over onto our left hip. We can scoop our left hip under a little bit more. You can push into the right hand, into the right knee, and almost pop your ribs or chest to the left hand. And just play around with twisting to that side. So again, we're stretching the side of the body. Notice where you're feeling that, or where along that line. You can play around with bringing that right hip more over, and then maybe opening a bit more. Bring that left shoulder back, or right shoulder through. Play around where the hands are, how it's turning. A couple more breaths. And we're going to be in our cross-legged position. You can bend the underneath leg, step the right foot over the knee, so we've done everything cow face, which you might do. So now we've got the other cross. So I've got my left leg underneath, right leg in front, but you may be the other way. And then we'll just start circling your body around again, just to kind of loosen up. And just noticing how those side stretches feel. So don't worry which direction you're going, because we're going to do both. If you want to add some breathing here, you can exhale as you start to lean forward, and then inhale as you come more upright. Otherwise, just breathe naturally. You might take a whole circle per breath as well, so depending on how fast you're going, your breathing pace as well. So just start to slow the circles ready to change direction, and then we'll just start to change when you're ready. And just go the other way. Up to you what you want to do with the hands. You keep them by your side. You might want to have them on the knee. You might want to start moving the shoulders around, the head. Seeing how everything's feeling. And then we'll just start to slow the circles back down. And then just find some stillness back in centre, and then just sit nice and upright. So you can just then cross the legs and bring the feet flat on the floor in front, and then inhale, let's reach the hands upwards, and on the exhale we're going to roll down halfway. So start to brace, really draw your belly in and up, bring the shoulders away from the ears, just come down as far as you might want to go further or less, and then inhale, let's reach back up. So again, exhale as you roll backwards, just go as far as you feel you want to go there. Easy, don't go so much. And then keep bracing, and then inhale as you slip back up. So a couple more of these. Exhale as you lean or roll back, and inhale as we roll up, and then last one, then exhale as you roll back, and inhale. So let's add some twists. On the exhale, let's roll back and reach to the left. So we're going to start to turn to the side. Any position, if you want to circle the arm or just reach, up to you how you reach. Inhale back out. Exhale, let's reach to the right. I'm going to swoop the hand by your side, or you can always take a big circle inhale. So exhale, you want to change the way you reach, and then inhale. So just twisting one way and then the other. Exhale and inhale. So just keep going with these. Keep bracing. So the sides, feel the shoulders. Okay, and then on the next one we're going to stay halfway down, and we're just going to hold on to the elbows, and then we're just going to twist from side to side. So twist, keep bracing, keep dropping the shoulders down. If you want to come back to lifting it in between each one, feel free to lift in between each one. It makes it a little bit easier than holding the same position. You can get that break in between each one if you need to, otherwise we'll just stay just twisting. So make sure your backs feel okay. You're bracing. How many more are you gonna do? Start to feel okay, and then inhale, let's come back to centre. On the exhale, we're going to come into onto all fours. So if you want to either cross the legs and roll forwards anyway, or roll to one side, and then we're on our hands and onto our knees. Just placing the hands down underneath your shoulders, knees on your hips. Exhale, let's just do one cat-cow, just to set our spine. So take the chin ends down, really round your back to the ceiling. Really draw your belly in. And then inhale, now let's go the opposite way. So lift your tailbone, start to lift the chest, lift the head, and draw the shoulders back away from the ears. On the exhale, let's find somewhere in between the two. So just draw your belly in. So you're bracing, just find the nicest, longest position for your spine. And also you can lift out the shoulders as well. So instead of letting your chest melt to the floor, you can push down and lift out in between those. So on the next breath in, then let's stretch our left leg behind us. So we're on our left tiptoe. Just push back into your left heel there. And just see how the back of the left leg feels. So on the inhale, let's reach the right hand forward. We're going to take another twist. So just a big circle with the right hand. So you can keep pressing into that left arm to help you turn the chest through. Keeping the legs the same, so that left leg active, and then exhale, just bring it back. So another 3 big circles. Inhale, as you reach the right hand up, keep lifting up the left shoulder now. So twist, and then exhale. So 2 more. Inhale, really big circle. Push into the left hand to help you. You can even follow the hand with your eyes if you want. So exhale. Final one then, big circle. And then exhale. So as inhale, here we are. On the exhale, let's keep your left leg where it is. Start to push the floor away, so our right knee's going to lift as we push back, lifting the hips. And then start to lift more and more and more. We're into a down dog with the right leg kind of a little bit loose, and without pushing into that right foot, just push back into the left foot. From there, if you feel you want a bit more stretch on the back of the left leg, let's start to lift the right leg up in the air behind us. Keep pressing the floor away with the hands. Keep pushing into the underneath leg. Keep widening through the shoulders. Lifting, head in between the ears in time maybe. So another breath in there. And on the exhale then, let's step the right foot to the inside of the right hand. So as inhale, you can rest the left knee down if you want to make it a little easier. Otherwise you're just going to keep the left leg in the air and then coming back to those circles. So you're going to get weightless on the left hand, so push down into your right foot so you can keep that right hip from scooping out, so almost squeezing the inner thighs together there. Harder, no weight, remember, otherwise just bring it back down. And try and almost lift the toes. You can spread the toes out and just try and stand even on that right foot. You might need to adjust the knee or foot position depending on your neutral kind of alignment for you. So you don't want any kind of pinching in the hip or pain in the knees. So as inhale, let's reach the right hand forward and big circle. Maybe follow the gaze. Remember, you can take the left hand off the floor. You can even cross it over as you, or just keep it where it is. Again, it's exhale as you drop it. Inhale as you take a big circle, and then exhale. So 2 more. Inhale, take a big circle. So up to you if you want to go easier today or a little bit harder. And then last one, then big circle, and then exhale. From there then, let's push into your right foot, bend the left knee, step forward into forward bend, and you might want to just sway or shake off the legs. So one last set then of circles, all the circles. So let's bend the left knee and we'll bend the right knee, start to straighten the left leg. Doesn't have to straighten, and if you need to, you can come a bit higher away from the legs to help you to straighten and to stretch the back of the left leg if it feels too much there as well and we can't twist. So come higher if you need to. Otherwise, left hand can come down. Let's reach forward with the right hand. Again, inhale, big circle. Push into that left hand, turn the chest aside, and then exhale, come back into your fold. You can bring yourself close and level off the legs in between each one if you want to as well. So inhale, we can bend the right knee, straighten the left. Let's take a big circle, twist, and then exhale as we come back into our fold. And just gradually deepen in the folds. Inhale as you twist, and exhale as we fold. Last one then, big twist, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Inhale then, soften the knees. Exhale, push down into both feet. Let's slowly roll up to stand. Bend the elbows, inhale, reach the hands up, and then exhale, palms together in front. So standing nice and even on the feet still. So and just bring the hands by your side, just going to twist and almost let your hands kind of hit your body, just loosen up. You see how everything's feeling. So as inhale, let's come back to centre. Let's reach the hands up, and exhale, come back into our forward fold. Inhale, let's lift your chest up halfway, and we're either going to hop back into down dog or we'll step backwards into down dog. Maybe catch your down dog into a soft bent leg one, rather than kind of being jolty through the joints. So inhale, let's lift from down dog. Let's ripple our spine forward into a plank or a kneeling plank. Exhale, let's lower ourselves down for cobra. When you get to the floor and tuck the toes, inhale, let's lift the chest. So you can push down into the hips, front of the feet, and draw the shoulders back, elbows in, neck in, up to you how high you go as well. And then exhale, let's lower. So as inhale, let's push back up onto the knees. And then exhale, let's just pull the hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Inhale, then let's come into our cow. So shoulders back. And then exhale, let's round into your cat. Inhale, let's bring your spine somewhere in between the two. So we're doing the other side now, and then exhale, let's brace and kick your left leg, right leg out behind. So I think we did left leg first. If you've done the other leg, I've gotten a bit confused. So sometimes they do the opposite. So let's make sure we're doing the other leg from before. So as inhale, and let's circle the left hand for me, but it might be the other way for you, sorry if I mix it up. So one big circle, and then exhale as we drop the hand back down. So again, inhale, let's reach. So you got a really big circle, push into that underneath hand, and then exhale. So 2 more, inhale, big circle. Exhale. So try and be active through that back leg. Last one, inhale. and exhale. On the inhale then, come on to keep our right leg straight, start to push the floor away, start to lift this left leg. This left leg's kind of staying soft underneath. Keep pushing further back into that right leg, or maybe it's the left for you. And then we'll start to kick the left leg all the way up in the air behind into a down dog split. Just keep pressing back into the hands, into the supporting leg. Widen through the shoulders. Keep lifting, just see how everything's feeling. Inhale again. Exhale, step the left foot to the inside of the left hand, or the other side if you're doing the other one. So it's rest the back knee down or keep it lifted. And if you're keeping it lifted, just keep working it. Really engage your right thigh there. Harder, weightless on that front hand, otherwise you can keep it for support. So go as hard or easy as you want to. So then we want to lift the toes and we replace them down, reset. So if you tend to roll it inside or outside, or just place the weight into the heel maybe, but try and spread, get some grounding, nice ground into that foot. Inhale then, let's lift the left hand, take a big circle, and then exhale back to centre. So you can keep that left hip from scooping out of it if it tends to. Inhale a big circle with that left, and then exhale. Maybe to adjust your supporting foot in the position. So 2 more, no straining, pain in the hip or knee. And then final big circle, and exhale. So another breath in here. On the exhale, step your right foot to the front or the back foot forward. And if you want to shake off, shake off. So inhale, may take an easy fold. So we're going to be bending the right knee this time, and left knee's bending, right leg staying straight. Right hand can come down. Inhale, no, the other, that way. Inhale, let's take a big circle with the left hand. Come higher if you need to. And then exhale. Whichever way we haven't gone yet. Maybe come into your fold on each one. So 2 more. See how the shoulder's feeling as well. Nice big twist. And exhale. Once we've done all 4 of them, so we can bend the knees and inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up to stand. Bend the arms, inhale, reaching up. And then breathe out and bring your palms together. So it's just one more time, just shake off the arms, the shoulders, and just twist from side to side. Okay. Just let the arms kind of be heavy and maybe feel like you're releasing tension. So as inhale then, let's come back to centre, reach the hands up, and breathe out, forward bend. So taking a vinyasa or centre loop. Inhale, half wave up. Exhale, hopping into your down dog or stepping back. From there, we can ripple ourselves forward into a plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, let's lower down for your cobra. If you know up dog, feel free. So untuck the toes. Inhale, we can lift the chest. Either a little bit off the floor. Like last time, you may be pushing up further. Maybe an up dog. And then exhale, let's lower. So we're going to press up either to the knees or onto the toes into a full plank this time. And then exhale into downward facing dog. So we're going to hop, walk, step to sit anyway. Lift it onto tiptoes, inhale, bend the knees, let's get to sit. And then when we sit, we'll just uncross the legs and bring the feet back together. And we can pick ourselves up, sit on top of something if we need to. So we're in our diamond shape. So this time, just bring the feet right the way in, as close as comfortable. And then if you might need to adjust yourself, pick your hips up and reset them. So if you're kind of tipping the hips up to the ceiling, so you can replace them down or sit on something. And then we're going to just peel the feet open and just allow the knees to drop more. You can maybe having a bit of pushing into your elbow, into the thigh, if it's not too much, make sure. And then just find a nice inner thigh stretch. So see if we can sit nice and upright now. So we may just be staying upright, and just feel free to play around, dropping the shoulders, dropping the head one side, nice neck stretch there. Or if you, depending on how we're feeling, you may come into a bit of a fold. You may end up with the chest all the way to the floor. You may be more upright, like me in this position. So just see how it feels, the back of the body, no pain. Nice, trying to find a good inner thigh stretch. Okay, and then from there then let's slowly lift ourselves back up to set. So just lean onto your left hip and let's bring the right knee back by the side where we were at the start. And we can inhale, exhale, let's twist just for one breath. So we're going to have a go at pushing into your left hand, lifting our hips here. So we can push down into your left, either or just stay with the first option. So you can push down so you can swoop the right hand overhead and then really lift up. Otherwise just stay down and stay folded like we did at the start. So we're going to move, let's try another 3 of these or just stay still. Exhale, we can lower our hips down. From here, let's just take a twist the opposite direction. Maybe just gentle, make sure this right hip feels okay with it, right thigh. And then inhale, circle the left hand around and reach the right hand overhead as you push your hips through. Exhale, let's lower yourself down, just go at your own pace, swivel around the other way, make sure this leg feels okay, not too much. And then inhale as we drive up. Do 2 more. And last one. And then from there, then let's slowly lower the hips back down. Stay facing the left though. And you're going to straighten out the right leg. Stepping the left foot over the top, swivel the right hand around, and we're leaning onto our right hip. So right knee, right foot turns to the side. Let's push down into your right hand. Let's inhale a swoop. Push into your left foot and right foot too. We're going to lift the hips, swoop the left hand overhead. Otherwise, you're just going to stay with that nice stretch. And then exhale, let's lower your hips back down, push it from the side. So let's do 3 more. Inhale as we lift up. So really try and drive this underneath right side up. So feel it all compressed. And then exhale as we lower. So as inhale, let's lift. See if we can really lift out this right shoulder as well. So we're pushing down and really feel yourself lifting. Exhale as we lower. And then last one, then inhale as we lift up. And nice reach over with that left hand, and let's exhale, let's lower. So we came into cross-legged. This time we may come into cow face. So you can bend this underneath leg, and then we're going to start to sit more and more upright. You can use your hands, make sure the knee feels okay, so just stop before any straining. So you can push into hands, level the hips up a bit, and this left knee foot may stay lifted. From there you may just hug the knee and twist to the side, or you may bring the knees more on top of each other. You might want to lift yourself up so you can kind of scoop them in. And glutes kind of outer thigh stretch. You can come into a bit of a twist here as well. So just no straining hips, knees. So just back off if you need to, step up and come into cross-legged, do some circles maybe in cross-legged instead. And then from there, then let's slowly bring ourselves back to centre. Let's bring our feet back into diamond, just for one breath. And then let's lean onto our right hip, bring our left knee where the right foot is. So like a zigzag legs, right hand comes behind. We can either just stay here like the first option. We're going to push into the right hand, lift out the right shoulder, start to lift the hips up to the front of the mat. The left hand can reach overhead, always comfortable. So we're going to move dynamically, or we'll just stay still in the first or this option. So you can exhale, lift lower, and then circle ourselves round. And you can maybe just gently make sure this left hip feels okay. You can play around with how you're kind of sat there. And then inhale as we swoop round and lift. Add a bit of the back bend too as well. So exhale as we twist. And then inhale as we lift. 2 more, exhale as we swoop. Just make sure the legs are okay. Inhale. And then final one then. Let's just maybe an extra one. Okay. So on the exhale, let's lower our hips down, so we've got the side planks the other way. You start to straighten out the left leg. Let's lean over onto your left leg, step your right foot over the top, left hand comes behind you. We swoop the right hand overhead and then lift the hips up there. And then exhale, we can lower our hips down. So side plank. Let's do 3 more. Inhale as you reach over with the right hand, lift the hips. Really drive up that underneath hip. And then exhale, keep bracing, keep pulling your belly in, like plank. So just check how you're holding yourself. Inhale, lift. Bless you. Exhale, like bless you. Last one, inhale, let's lift. That's alright, don't worry. And exhale, let's lower. When we come to lower next, let's bend the left knee, so we're coming into cow face, so bring the foot in, and we'll pick our hips up and reset ourselves more even. Otherwise you may need to stay less even if it feels too much to sit even, but you're getting a good stretch there. And then if you can sit even, if you want to keep this right knee lifted, we can maybe hug, twist here, and you might get a nice out thigh glute stretch there. Otherwise, if you want to come more into cow face, you may slide the knees on top of each other and then come into the twist. I didn't say last time, but you can always increase the angles if you're still not getting a good stretch of the legs there. You may even want to lean into it more as well to find more, or any variation. Side bends may be nice as well. We're going to be, hopefully we got time, yeah, should be okay. We've got a nice side crow later from here, maybe. So when you're ready to then, we're going to slowly lift ourselves back up and let's uncross the legs, diamond. And then we can bring the soles of feet flat on the floor and then knees back up. So remember last time we did those roll downs? This time we're going to try with boats. So as inhale, reach the hands up, and then exhale, let's roll back. Either keep the feet on the floor, or we're going to lift the legs up into half boat there. And then inhale, let's land the feet down, so nice and easy, reach up. And then exhale, let's roll back, shoulders back. If anyone wants to go lower into a dish shape, that's even more challenging. We do have lots of twists still coming, so you may rather stay just in half boat for now. But feel free, if you've got loads of energy today and you really want to go further, go and carry on. Okay, so we're going to add the reaches. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's roll back and then maybe reach to the right. Inhale, let's land the feet, reach up. Exhale, let's roll back and then reach to the left. So 2 more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's lean back, reach to the right. Keep really drawing your belly in. Last one then, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean back and reach to the left. So we're going to hold now, side to side twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's lean back. Let's hold on to the elbows. And we're going to twist side to side. Just keep breathing. If you want to go slow, you can exhale, we'll make inhale back to centre. Otherwise, just keep breathing the whole time. Keep bracing. Just keep the shoulders away from the ears. You can press the block in between the knees, or depend. Keep going, shoulders nice. You can hold on to a weight, so weighted. So working those obliques, that deep corset as well. Okay, we had enough. Do the same both sides, and then we're going to come into all fours again. So either hop in, step in, cross legs, any way that's comfortable. We're back up onto our hands and onto our knees. Just adjust yourself again, spreading the weight through the hands, knees comfortable, front of the feet maybe. Inhale, let's come into your cat-cow. Let's get our spines nice. Exhale, let's round your back up. And then inhale, let's bring yourself somewhere in between the two and keep bracing. Exhale, let's kick backwards with our right leg. No, I think I got confused last time. Bend the right knee, let's kick backwards with the left leg. So you went this way, I think. Just go the way that you went first last time, but it doesn't really matter which way, because we do both. So as inhale, let's reach the right hand forwards and up again. So we're in that twist. And we're going to bend the back leg, whichever leg it is, and see if we can reach hold of the foot with the hand. Otherwise, just keep circling the right arm, maybe do 4 circles. Otherwise, we're going to hold still for 4 breaths. Again, just check how you're holding yourself. You might want to scoop that out to thigh hip in. So, and just check how that supporting leg is. Sometimes it tends to be across the body, and then that's a little bit harder to balance on as well if you're on the tightrope, the hand and the knee. So nice stable base. Keep kicking back, keep lifting the chest, lift out of that left shoulder. If you want to turn the gaze over the right hand, feel free. Check how the right foot's feeling on the floor, the knee. Slowly straighten back out, come in between the cat-cow with your spine, circle the right hand forward, so arm reaching away from the leg, keep bracing, or the hand, whichever it is, forward. And then on the exhale, then we'll drop the right hand down, left foot down, and start to lift up into your down dog split. So this underneath leg bent, like we did last time, we're going to start to reach it up, Let's add on another twist. Let's bend the right knee and turn the hip, or the raised leg, let's turn the hip open to the side there. Keep pressing back into the hands, into that left underneath leg. Inhale to level back out. Exhale, let's step the foot, the raised foot to the inside of the hand again. Okay, so you might want to block for this one, but it doesn't matter, you may not need one. So we're going to be in like a revolt half moon with a foothold maybe. So on the exhale then, we're going to bring your left knee now to meet the right knee in this bent position. So you're in a lunge, hands can stay down, just try and bring your back knee to meet the front knee. And try and curl the knees together, press the knees together and really curl out as small as possible. So easier, you'll have a bit of height, so you've got the left hand on the block, or the same with the leg that's off the floor, the hands on the block. So twisting towards the supporting leg, the right leg. On the inhale, we're going to kick your raise, the one that's in the air, back behind you, as we take a big circle with the same hand as the supporting leg. So I've got right leg, right hand. Take a big circle with that arm. And then exhale, we're going to curl back up again. So we're going to bring the left knee, the raised knee in and the raised arm in towards each other. Inhale, now we're going to take a big circle as we kick the raised leg and the raised arm around. So a really big twist. And then exhale as we curl back up. So 2 more. Inhale as we straighten the underneath leg as we kick both legs straight in time. Exhale, curl up. And then last one, then inhale, take a big circle. We may reach back for our foot, we may not, just for a couple more breaths, otherwise we're in revolved half moon where we're just not holding the foot, we're reaching up with the hands, we're kicking the back leg away, scooping that outer hip in. Otherwise, just like we had on all fours. From there, let's slowly let go and we're going to come into a forward fold, so just rest the feet down. So from here, let's bend the knees, inhale. Breathe out, then we're going to roll up to a chair pose. So just going to start to lift the chest, brace in, and either have the hands in front or upwards towards the ceiling. Try and keep bending the knees, try and keep your spine nice and long, keep pulling your belly in. Exhale, now we're going to turn to the leg you've been turning towards all along. So you can keep yourself from moving around. So just keeping the legs fixed, we're just twisting the upper body. So you can wrap the elbow onto the knee or wrist onto the knee, maybe the other hand can come behind the back, or prayer hands, any twist. Inhale back to centre. Exhale again, we can twist. You might want to take a circle with that right hand, so any arm really. Inhale back to centre, we're just twisting and coming back to centre. 2 more, exhale, let's twist. Sit lower if you've got loads of leg energy. Inhale back to centre, hopefully our legs are feeling this a little. And then exhale, let's twist. And inhale back to centre. Exhale, push into the feet, let's come all the way up to stand. Inhale, and then exhale, just sway and shake it off. So let's take a vinyasa, ready to repeat, and then we're going to start bringing it down. So as inhale, let's reach the hands up, and breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway back. Exhale, we're hopping or stepping ourselves back to your down dog, rippling straight forward into your plank. Inhale. Exhale, then squeeze your elbows in, let's lower down, move into cobra. You can do hands off ground, so up dog if you're not. Push into the hands, make sure your back's liking it. Inhale, exhale, let's lower. So we're going to push onto our knees, onto all fours. So inhale, let's press back up. Exhale, let's drag the hands in a little bit so we can set ourselves up to that box shape. 1 cat cow then, so we can get used to how we're holding ourselves, especially when we're in the like warrior 3 positions. And so inhale, arch one way, exhale the other, and then bring your spine somewhere in between the two. So bracing, lifting out the shoulders away from the ears. Next long inhale, kicking your right leg out behind you, or the other leg. Exhale, then we'll take a big circle with the other hands from the leg you've stretched behind you, and we're going to reach for the foot. So opposite hands on foot. You're going to roll that shoulder open whilst kicking the foot into the hand there, lifting the knee. Otherwise, keep the leg on the floor and we'll just take some big circles again. Really push into that right hand. Spread the weight through the fingers. Okay, and then slowly let go of the foot. Reach the arm, big circle forwards. Rest the hand down, rest the foot down. Keep the leg straight behind you. So with this bent leg underneath, we're just going to slowly lift it, and then slowly lift it into down dog split. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, let's bend the top leg, the raised leg, Just start to turn your chest, hips open to the side there. Keep pressing back into that underneath leg too. So it's inhale then to level out and lunge in. Exhale, let's lunge the raised foot to the inside of the same hand. Now this back leg, we're going to bring it forward to meet the front knee. So you ready, get the weight into this front foot, let's bring the back knee forward. So again, block will make this a lot easier, especially if you're getting a big pull stretch in the underneath leg. Just gives you a bit more space, so you might want to lift up higher on it. So we're going to start to kick the both legs straight, and as we kick the both legs straight, we're going to twist to the side. So that left hand, I've got left leg on the floor, left hand in the air, I'm going to kick behind and take a big circle. And then exhale, let's curl back up again. So we're twisting to the same direction towards that underneath leg. So again, inhale, let's take a big circle, try and kick both legs straight. In time, it may not, there's a lot of pull going on. Exhale as we curl that. So 2 more, inhale as we start to straighten, really push into that underneath foot. Big circle, and exhale as we bend. And then last one, we're going to hold the top position. Inhale, take a big circle. Either stay at the top of the circle, so the hand reaching to the ceiling, kicking that back foot away, or we can bend the back leg, reach for it with the hand that's up to the ceiling, and roll the shoulder open like we did on all fours, kick the foot back, lifting the knee, lifting the chest. And you want to come a bit higher on this one, even higher on the block, maybe fingertips, depending on proportions as well, I suppose. If you're really high, you may want to come lower, depending on how long your arm is. and the leg then, underneath leg. From there, let's slowly let go, let's circle back, and we're coming into a little fold at the front of the mat, so an easy fold. Got chair twists. So as inhale, prepare, we can bend the knees, and then exhale, brace in, let's unravel ourselves up into chair. So you want to reach the hands forward, or maybe up, you may need to lift a little bit higher, really pull your belly in. Exhale, let's twist to the same direction, so we can either bring the left arm behind our back, right arm crosses over the knee and just stay there. You may go further, elbow on knee, maybe sit down lower there. And then inhale, we're coming back into your chair. Sit lower, really low if you've got loads of energy, you may want to drop your hands. Exhale, let's twist to the same direction. And then inhale back into your chair. Sit lower, exhale, let's twist. Almost there. Inhale back to centre. And then final time then, exhale, twist. And inhale back to centre. Exhale, push into the feet, let's lift ourselves back up. Inhale, and then exhale, just shake that. So we'll take one last vinyasa. We've got a tiny little bit left standing before we bring it down. We're now in balance. So as inhale, reach the hands up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, we're hopping or stepping backwards into down dog, rippling ourselves into our press up position. Inhale, exhale, keeping your core solid as you lower, lifting the chest for your cobra. Inhale, and then exhale, we're coming into down dog again. So if you want to take a full push up, you can add on that full push up, otherwise straight from your cobras. So inhaling onto tiptoes. This time, instead of coming to sit, we're going to come to stand at the front of the mat, so forward bend. So inhale onto tiptoes, exhale, bend the knees up for walk, stepping or hopping, floating, handstanding. Inhale, halfway back, and then exhale, fold into the legs. So soften the knees, breathe in, breathe out, let's unravel to stand. Inhale as we reach the hands upwards, and then exhale, bringing the palms together. Okay, so we're going to, last little challenge, we're going to try a seated eagle into cow face, and we might try a few of them, and then at the end we got cow face into side crow. So just stop at any point. So we're going to spread the weight through your left foot. Let's inhale and let's lift the right knee and cross the right knee on top of the left knee. So either just going to keep it, the hip externally rotated, that the foot can stay to the side, or even foot on the floor. Or we can start to wrap the foot behind and into, rotate that right hip, and then start to sit down into that left leg. Okay, so we're just going to keep the hands as they are, so we're going to be using them for a bit of balance. So we're going to just sit down nice and low, like we did in chair pose. Try and adjust yourself so that you can find the freest position for your spine. Maybe that's getting low back aching straight away or anything, so just tuck if you need to, or the other way, pull the ribs in, brace. Let's bring the hands out in front of us. So if you want to stay here, remember lower, if we sit lower, it's going to be more challenging as well in that supporting line. So we're going to stay still, we're going to lift up out of it, bring the right knee in front. Exhale, now we're going to bring the right leg the other side of the leg. So right knee is going to come the outside of the left leg. We're going to start to bend the left knee again. You may stop high, or you can come all the way down. You can use your foot to help you guide down. Knee comes onto the floor there. Inhale. Exhale, let's come all the way back up. It's easy if you rest in between, because it's going to get very challenging with this left leg. Inhale, exhale, come back into seated eagle and sit down. Should we try 3 more? We'll sit down after 3 more. Inhale, let's come back up. Exhale, let's bring the leg to the outside of the other leg. If you feel like you could do this all day, pause here instead. Inhale, I'll try one like this. Exhale, let's come back up. Inhale, and then exhale, cross and sit into your seated eagle. Inhale, just 2 more. Exhale, and let's lift back up. Or inhale, and just lost the breathing. Exhale, just keep breathing. Squat down. I can do another one of these. Inhale. Exhale, let's come back up. Inhale, and then exhale, seated eagle. Just last one, we're going to stay at the bottom. Inhale as we come back up. Exhale, cross behind. And then if it's too much anyway, we're going to bring our right knee to the floor. And you can take some weight into the hands, just get weightless in this left leg. You might want to give it a massage. And then we're going to maybe slide the knees on top of each other and maybe sit on a block if we need to. Any of the pushes we did at the start, otherwise, but we can sit down in time in between the feet. This left glutes might be feeling it. So see, if you do need to shake off the left leg, give it a massage, then bring it back in. Feel free to do that. We're not going to be here too long, we're just going to try the arm balance, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay, so we're going to twist over the left leg like we did earlier. You may just stay there. Otherwise, we're going to push into the feet, try and lift the hips up, and then bring your knee, the elbow is the ledge for your right knee. So you want to lift, then hands are going to ground down, which is kind of diagonally to the side there. Make sure that knee's hooked, so you might need to step that foot in to enable that. From there then, we're going to push into that underneath foot as well. Lift the hips and then reach your chest forward, keep bracing, and you may find a point where the elbow's stuck over the wrist that the legs will lift. Otherwise, stay a little bit longer. As it try and push into feet, get the hips high so the knee can come on. That's it, yeah. Just getting that set up. Slide. So keep reaching your chest forward. Look slightly in front as well, so you don't just suddenly drop down. So reach your chest. When we're ready to move on, we're going to come back out the way we came in. If you can remember which foot was on the floor, which one was lifted. I think left foot was supported. Right leg's going to come up, in front, ouch, glutes, and then give the legs a shake. If you want to just give them a shake, or if you want to have a standing thing that feels nice. Okay, we're almost in Shavasana, we just got to the other side. So spread the right foot, right toes. Inhale, lift the left knee and hands. Exhale, cross your left knee on top of the right knee. You can keep the foot to the side, or you might want to internally rotate to bring your foot and curl the foot underneath, and then start to sit down. You can use the hands to help you balance, adjust yourself if you need to. So seated eagle. If you want to stay here for the whole time, it's going to be challenging in itself. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, just start to lift back up. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, bring the left knee behind the right knee. Remember, you can use your foot to help. You can use your toes or even the front of the foot hard if you don't use as much foot to bring the knee down, and then push down. Inhale, exhale, let's come back up again, and then inhale at the top, exhale into seated eagle. Bend low if you've got loads of energy. Inhale, let's sit, stand back up. Exhale, let's curl the other way. Inhale at the bottom. You can really press the knee into the calf to help with this balance. Inhale as we lift back up. Exhale, seated eagle. And then inhale. So 2 more. Exhale as we come back up. Inhale as we come back up. Exhale as we come into your kind of cow face balance. Inhale as we lift back up, or just keep breathing. And exhale as we sit down. Inhale. We're gonna finish off on the floor. Exhale, come up. Just keep breathing. I keep getting my inhales and exhales will mix. We're gonna slowly then use your foot if you need to, use your hands if you need to. You're gonna rest the right, left, which leg, left leg down, and then the right knee's gonna come on top. You might need to just stay there for a moment, just without any weight on the calf or foot. Give it a massage. In time, you can sit inside the feet or on a block. You can adjust the legs, you can uncross the legs if you need to, and we can just stay there. Maybe you bring that leg over. Let's get back to a stretch. Otherwise, we're gonna do what we did last time. Maybe add the twist or side crow. The right knee wants to be above the left elbow, so you want to lift the hips up. So you're pushing into the feet, make sure they're comfortable in the position. You're pressing down into them. So you're pushing down, push into the knee as well. And you want to lift the hips up even higher. So you might want to push into that right foot to almost get that lift that we need. So we can cross the left elbow, the right knee on the left elbow. Get that lift by pressing down. Reach your chest forward, so I'm looking in front rather than down. You tend to go down if you look down. So I'm looking, gazing in front, and then lifting my, scooping my hips up or reaching the chest. Okay. Feeling it. If you need to step the foot off, who's getting intense stretch and working, just step it off. Okay, so we're going to come back up, so we came down, back up the other side. So we've got our one foot, right foot supporting us. When you're ready, slowly come back up. Inhale, and then we can shake off again. And just let the muscles relax. Okay, so as inhale, reach up onto tiptoes. We're going to come all the way to our backs now. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale there. If you didn't like the side crow but want to do a forward crow, feel free to take a little crow here instead. Otherwise, we're going to drop the hips, hug the knees, and lie on our backs. So when you do come down, we're going to take a nice bridge now. So an option, if you do have a block, would be to rest the hips on the block. Otherwise, no block, don't worry, we can hold and keep working. So just bring the feet in about hip width, press your lower back down, start to lift the hips. And if you do have something to sit on, we can then place it underneath your bum, sacrum, rather than the lumbar, lower back. So not the curve in the lower back, a little bit lower than that. And then you can just straighten there, and that's really relaxing. I find a nice open stretch in the front of the hips. And otherwise, just keep holding yourself in bridge. You can go any level. If you've got a block as well, you can level it up for a bigger curve there. You don't want any pain in the back, so sure it's comfortable. If you've got a block, it might be nice to stay longer, but if you haven't, you may want to lower. And if you want to stay there longer, just ignore this next part. Otherwise, we're going to lower and then step the feet wide. We'll just take some windscreen wiper legs before we relax then in Shavasana. But if there is something different you want to do your own thing instead before Shavasana. So you're just going to step the feet wide if you come down, and we're going to bring the left knee to the left, right knee to the middle. Just control the knees, may stay quite raised, that's fine. Just make sure there's no straining the knees, just so we can, like what we did at the start, that Z-shaped pose. So one side internally, rotate to the other side externally, and then inhale, let's bring the knees back to centre. We've gone through the windscreen wipers. Exhale, let's twist the other direction. And just see how the hips feel the side, everything. Okay, and then inhale, let's come back to centre. Exhale, let's drop the knees the other direction. And then we'll just do one more. And then we'll just bring our knees back to centre. So it's up to you how you want to, if you want to take a Shavasana and just straighten the legs out. You might want to do something a bit different today and just bring your feet together into a diamond shape. If this is really a big stretch, it might be better to come into Shavasana, because we're going to be here for a few minutes. So, or you can wedge stuff underneath so it's not such an intense stretch. If you could stay here for a long time in a relaxed way, then we could always do diamond. If it's distracting and uncomfortable, then just do that. So any position that you can stay in undisturbed for a few minutes. So you can walk the shoulders under, maybe lengthen the neck, just let go of the legs, just close your eyes and just relax now the whole body. If you are in diamonds, that subtle stretch in the inner thighs, if it's subtle, you can even use that as a focus point to help your mind from wandering, and then just keep observing that feeling without telling stories about it, like, oh, that side feels this or that side feels that. So just observing, or if you're in Shavasana, or any position, you can use your breath as a focus point to help your mind from chatting away. So you can count your breaths to help. You can picture, do some visualizations. There's lots of ways that you can help bring your mind into stillness. And then just keep catching when it does wander, just keep catching it. Notice maybe what it was, and then bring it back to what a focus point that works for you. So just stay a couple minutes, just allowing everything to relax, the eyes relaxing, mouth, with the control of your breathing, and relax. Going to start to take some little movements again. So if your feet are together, you might just slide them out in front, or just start to wiggle your toes or rock your feet. Wiggle your fingers. And then taking a stretch, arms behind your head, hands, fingers away from your toes. And then we'll just curl up onto your right hand side. And then from there, when you're ready to, we'll just slowly come to a seated position. You just take a big breath in and stretch upwards. And exhale, strap our hands down in front. And thanks so much for joining this morning.